YouTube, what is up? Welcome back to Give and Grow Investing. Eric and Ryan coming at you today on this beautiful Saturday. Guess what? We're going to talk about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and kind of just about our principles and our philosophy when it comes to investing into cryptocurrency. So with that being said, Ryan, let's get this started.
Right, so today we're not going to go too deep into how crypto works or its origins or the technology behind it. Today we're going to be going into our philosophy, kind of our general thoughts on it, what we have, what we're going to be getting into. But we do want to preface by adding a video in the description to a creator that can explain those things that I mentioned before, kind of like how it got started, the technology behind it, why it's so secure, why it's so popular. But yeah, we'll have that in the description down below. But yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today. So Eric, what are your general thoughts on crypto and Bitcoin and stuff like that?
Yeah, so before I say this, let me say this. When it comes to the foundation of give and grow investing, we've said this in earlier videos, invest that 15 to 25% into your index funds, your 401ks, your Roth IRAs, get that set first and have that solid foundation. When it comes to cryptocurrency, single stocks, it's very volatile. And so you need to understand that and understand there are risks with these type of investments. So have that foundation. This is all extra. You can make money doing this, but just know there are some risk involved. So yeah, when I think about, I guess the kind of origin of Bitcoin without getting too deep into it, you kind of have to go back to the 2008, 2009 housing market crash. Basically, it almost crashed the whole world economy. And after this, a lot of people just had distrust for the government. I mean, shocker. But basically, a new type of digital currency was created. This is where we got Bitcoin. So they wanted this to be decentralized, which just means that the government does not really have control over it. If the government makes a decision that makes stocks go down or bonds go down, they wanted something that was just kind of solid. It was continued. Your wealth could be stored there. And so we kind of view Bitcoin as digital gold. There's only a certain amount of supply. I think the total is 21 million Bitcoin that can ever be mined. I could be wrong about that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so there's only a certain supply. And as long as more people buy it, the demand is going to continue to go up. And that's going to make the price go up as the supply continues to go down. So people hear that and they're like, that's great, but I can't physically hold a Bitcoin, Eric, so I don't understand the value in it. And so I'd kind of just say this, when you think of a piece of art or you think of a diamond, what gives it value? And the answer is it's the world. There's a market for it. Everything that you can buy and sell, there's a market. So when it comes to the market of Bitcoin, in 2021, it was worth over $1 trillion. I think at one time, one Bitcoin was almost 70K. That is crazy. So there are certain, when you think of $1 trillion, you don't get there without billions being poured in from hedge fund managers, from billionaires, from huge companies like Apple and Tesla. So there's market, there's value. People are excited. People see this as the future. It's a new type of currency. It's digital. It just really takes us into this new era.
Right.
So with that being said, yes, I mean, Bitcoin could be banned. It's been banned in China. But from what I've seen, a lot of governments and a lot of countries are trying to utilize cryptocurrency. And we just kind of view Bitcoin as the number one. It's kind of the gold standard. Like we said, it's digital gold. Ethereum is really cool with smart contracts. It's going to be huge when it comes to Web3. And we could do a whole nother video about that. We will in the future. But yeah, that's just kind of our philosophy and I guess our basic understanding of Bitcoin.
Yeah, just to add, one of the biggest things for me in regards to crypto and this entire space is just the amount of security that it has. From me, I work in the technology sector, and just security is everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody wants to make sure that their assets are kept secure. And if you look at kind of, from like the history, we've always wanted to be able to secure our wealth a lot better. I mean, we had our golden castles,
Yeah.
a long time ago. And We went from doing that to, having the dollar, and then you know, basically each country having their own separate currencies. And now,
Right.
now we're in a point in time where technology has become so advanced that, we're able to store it into something even more secure, the blockchain. And it just makes it really hard to be able to have somebody take that from you. So
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome.
security is important.
Absolutely. And to add to that, there's a CEO named Michael Saylor, and his company is called MicroStrategy. And I'm pretty sure they've taken all their cash for their company and they've converted it completely to Bitcoin. That's how much they believe in
So
this
crazy.
movement, and that's how much they believe it's going to rise up over time. I would not recommend doing that, but yeah, so the way we view it is this. We're not going to go above 10 to 15% of our overall portfolio into any type of cryptocurrency. We're going to do mostly Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But basically, our view is heads, we win, tails, we won't lose much. I've mentioned there's people that think that Bitcoin is going to go up to 100K one day after this potential recession that we're in. And other people think over the next decade that Bitcoin's going to go up to $1 million. I mean, who knows? It could also go down to zero one day. Yeah, that'd be awesome if it went to $1 million. So my philosophy is, I currently put about $200 a month into Bitcoin. Like I said, the price at one time was almost 70K. Now it's down to about 27, 28, 29. The way I view it, I think my money should at least double. If it does go up to 100K one day, that's awesome. I'll make a lot of money. One day it does go up to $1 million, I'll make a lot of money. But yeah, I'm not going to go above 10 to 15% in my overall portfolio. They say some people shouldn't go over 1 to 2. I'm a little more, I don't mind going up to 10 to 15%. But everybody has their own number. But for us, that's the number that we feel safe at. And yeah, that's just the give and grow philosophy when it comes to how we're kind of allocating our portfolio with cryptocurrency.
Yeah. So what do you have in your portfolio right now?
Yeah, so we use Coinbase to do all our cryptocurrency investments. So currently I have about 53% in Bitcoin. I have, I want to say 30% in Ethereum, about 7% in Cardano, and about 7% in Shiba. So what we're going to actually do, this is really cool, we're going to open up my Coinbase account and we're going to start following it every quarter. So Ryan's going to pull this up. So currently my balance is $1,216. And it's lost. We're going to be honest about everything. It's lost 1,155 all time, but I mean, it shouldn't be surprised. The market's crashing. Crypto's kind of following the market right now,
right,
because of all the big money that's in it. But yeah, so I have about $650 in Bitcoin. Ethereum, I have 387, Shiba 97, and Cardano 84. So every quarter we're going to give you an update. We're going to watch how this account grows. We're going to continue to talk about it. I know a lot of people, they're not comfortable investing in cryptocurrency. They're not comfortable buying Bitcoin. But guess what? You can come to Give and Grow and you can watch us do it. We're going to talk about it. If we lose money, it's okay. This is all about knowledge and learning and just ultimately making our investment practice, as efficient and as optimal as we can. So that's what this is all about. Would you add anything to that, Ryan?
The only thing is, in my account, I actually sold all my Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano to get into SHIB. I didn't end up taking profits on any of that. I'm still holding it. My cost basis is pretty low, so I'm not down a ton on it. But in a previous video, I actually mentioned that you should always have an enter-exit plan.
Yeah, for sure.
Do your research, all that kind of stuff. So, but going forward, I'm taking a more traditional approach now. I think I'm just gonna get back into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and just ones that have a lot more utility and are a little less based on memes. But I mean, I love memes, but in crypto, there's a lot of potential to lose a lot of money.
Yes.
But there's a lot of potential to gain a lot of money if you know what you're doing. So there's a huge trend happening where people just dump everything they got into one coin. They see it go up, and then
you're talking like life savings.
Right. We're talking everything that you could have ever saved.
Right.
It's just dumped into this thing in the hopes that you can retire and just not have to work ever again. And for a lot of people, they do it and they get the rug pulled from underneath them.
The rug? The rug?
Yeah, the rug. What did I say?
The roll?
The roll. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
The
the
rug.
rug.
Nice.
The rug pulled from underneath them, and everything's gone. Actually, this past week, one of the most popular coins out there, Luna, uh, pretty much liquidated entirely. You know, down almost 100%, and people lost everything.
Yeah, net worth just completely back to zero.
Right, back to zero. You're starting over.
Don't do that. You know, like I said, the most we'll do is 10 to 15% of our portfolio. You know, like I said, 1 to 2% is fine too. But please do not put too much into this because. Right. You know, it's not like a company. We can't open it up and look at the numbers and see how it's doing. We're just going strictly off the market and the amount of money that's being dumped into it. That can change at any time. So please understand that. Be careful.
Yeah.
That's our big message with this.
Be careful, and just because it might have happened for one person doesn't mean it's going to happen for you.
Yes.
I think a lot of people see, like, you know, for example, with SHIB and like Dogecoin, they're like, oh well. You know, they got in at this time and, you know, they made millions, and then you get in when the time to get in was already gone months ago. And, you know, you either make a little bit, which, a profit's still good, but a lot of the times people get in at the top and then it just goes down and they just lose a lot. And, you know, there's just a lot of people that, actually, there's a lot of people that just want to have those scams out there. You know, they just want to make these coins. They have somebody pump it. They pull the rug, and you just lose all your money while they make money. With that being said, we just want to end this video by just saying thank you. This is actually the last video of our transparency series.
Yeah.
So, you know, we got some great content coming for y'all pretty soon. You know everything we have now, so everything that we get into, we're going to definitely document it, and it's going to be a great experience for all of us. So, you know, with that being said, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell for future episodes. And as always, let's give and grow.
Let's give and grow.